Hey, we're back. It's Toby and Sean. Oh my God, it's been a month or more, right?
It's been a long time, yeah.
Sorry about that. Sean went to Germany
And Paris.
and Paris.
And you were in Phoenix.
I went to Phoenix for a few days. I hung out in town because it's when the weather's nice in Austin, and it doesn't make too much sense. But I did have the good fortune to have planned a trip to Arizona. During the few days, Arizona was only the only warmer state in the continental United States. Everyone else was frozen.
Yeah, it was like fucking 15 when you left here. It was colder here than it was in Berlin when I got back. I was really disappointed.
It was nice in Arizona. It'd get up to like 68, 70 during the day. It was real perfect. And at night, it'd go down to maybe high 30s or low 40s, something like that. It's really ideal.
I feel like Texas gives you the middle finger every time you want good weather. It's not going to be there for you.
I saw some good bands in Tempe, in Phoenix. I went to see Kid Congo Powers and the Pink Monkey Birds, and I saw two local bands I was really impressed by that opened for them. One was called The Rebel Set, and the other was called Joan of Arkansas. We used to have a band in Austin, like way back when, but I don't think anyone in Austin ever heard the Austin one from 30 years ago. But anyway, man, those bands would fit right in here. And I feel like, if those bands have a following there, the bands here would fit in there.
Yeah,
interchangeable.
but they're old people.
Yeah, they're middle-aged people.
They're our age.
Nobody has much hope of playing outside Phoenix, it sounds like,
You gotta go there to catch the good action.
Yeah,
they're not traveling anytime soon.
But it was at a place called the Yucca Tap Room, and it's in this strip mall that they're trying to bring back, and it's a huge strip mall. I don't know what it's called, but it's got two sides, and one side has an arcade, the rock club, a dance club, a used record and comic book store, and then some kind of center for whatever. And then the other side is still all empty, but every storefront's like art installation, like a 3D art installation.
Dude, I think they're hitting the mark with like renovating strip malls. I think every strip mall in the United States should follow suit.
Yeah.
It
was cool.
Yeah. Did you see like old people coming in to try to shop for like looking for
No,
Radio
it
Shack?
was at night. Everything else was closed. I of course would have checked out the record store and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you see any bands in Germany?
I only saw one band, and it was at this bar called Wildesville, which is a rock and roll club. And it's, I had to compare it. It's kind of like the Casino, when Casino was a little bit cooler. Anyway, but I saw this band called the Masonics. And I guess one of the guys used to be in Billy Childish's band, like a long time ago. But they were great. They were awesome. It was downstairs in this little tiny venue downstairs in Wildesville. But it was packed. But they brought it. It was a lot of fun. So that was the only show I saw. I think everyone was just on holiday.
Yeah, totally. Oh man, yeah. We played a show on the 23rd where it was like the old times downtown, where it's like you could pull right up in front of the venue.
God, that's the best. Yeah, driving during the holidays I think is the highlight for me.
Oh yeah. I haven't announced it yet, but I booked some yard work shows in the Pacific Northwest that I don't have all the bands next summer in July. So look out for that. I'm really excited about it.
You now have announced it.
I have announced it, but you have to get 357 into our video to know that, and it's not in print. You can't cut and paste that.
Yeah, so get ready, Pacific Northwest. Here comes yard work.
Yeah. Our first show's out of Texas. We played Houston once. Man, I realized I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I'm really hoping one of my loved ones or someone else doesn't call me. So anyway, anything else we're going to talk about before we get to the list?
We saw Escuela Grind last night.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was a good set. Bonginator opened.
Yeah, that was
are...
lots of fun. It was sold out inside at Mohawk. We didn't really know anyone else there. It was a younger crowd.
Yeah,
right?
Super young crowd, but Escuela Grind was great. I felt bad for Katarina because she'd frucked her neck up at the show.
She was in a neck brace. Yeah, I was concerned about her, but she was encouraging people to get on stage and stuff. But yeah, You don't mess around with neck injuries, right?
Yeah. But
Anyway.
they still brought it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, hope it doesn't haunt her for too long. All right, so let's get to the list.
Wait. Let me announce the South by Southwest show at Textune. So Sunday, March 10th at Textune Automotive is going to be Alien Snatch Records South by Southwest unofficial showcase day show from 12 to 8 p.m. It's going to have the likes of Eerie Family, Sex Mex, Yardwork, Total Diamonds, Electric Babies, formerly the Forfeits, and Cruel Summer Texas. So, and the Tempo Tantrums. So come on out. It's going to be a great time, and it's going to be catered by Lips and Assholes again. So Lips will be serving gourmet hot dogs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we're going to
get veggie dogs too.
Yeah, veggie dogs, and they're we're gonna have some beer, some kegs of beer for all to have refreshments. So should be a good time. So mark your calendars. It's the first Sunday of South by. So trying to get in before South by Southwest fatigue sets in for everybody. So it should be a fun time. All right, man, we got a whole year's worth of top records to review.
2023 turned out to be quite a year, huh?
Yeah, so much good stuff. This was Toby and I re-edited our top 25 list no less than
I went over it a
15
bunch of times, and you'll see what I mean pretty soon. Because when I get to my honorable mentions, do you want to do your honorable mentions first, or do you want me to cut to mine?
Go ahead and do yours first.
Okay, so I weeded mine out. All the dinosaur bands got edited out of my out of my top 25 because a lot of these bands don't need my help. And so, or it doesn't really matter what I say about them, but let's get to the dinosaur metal bands who already have like 10 albums or so.
Yeah.
By far, this is kind of in order. By far, the winner was Autopsy. Their album, Ashes, Organs, Blood, and Crypts, is a total rocker. And I liked it so much that all the rest of the Autopsy stuff is kind of cheap. So I went through, and they have a bunch of sick-ass album covers. And I might be a little late to the party, but I've really enjoyed it. I had this one already, their last album, but they're on a roll. They put out 2 in 2 years, and Autopsy's kicking ass. So Autopsy gets my top honorable mention for dinosaur bands, but actually they're on the fine line there. But
yeah.
Okay, here's who else kicked ass for the dinosaurs. Suffocation totally kicked a million tons of ass with Hymns for the Apocrypha. Cannibal Corpse totally fucking killed it with Chaos Horrific. Obituary not only put on a great show, that was one of the shows of the year.
Yeah.
Strong band. Obituary, Dying of Everything, came out early in the year. Cattle Decapitation did not disappoint. I'll tell you though, what actually should be before that is Overkill killed it with Scorched. They're also on a roll. So any of those, if you like any of those bands, don't sleep on any of these because they're great, right?
They're amazing. Yeah.
So you don't need, and likewise, some dinosaur ancient bands that are like hip, or I don't know what you call them. Anyway, here's some other bands that killed it, but that don't need my help. Okay, Sparks, awesome. They killed it with the Girl Is Crying in Her Latte. End of the World by PIL got booted off my list because
who needs the help?
Their pill. Mudhoney's Plastic Eternity did not disappoint. And actually, these are the best ones. Second best, Mudhoney would get second best, right? Iggy Pop, Every Loser. And my favorite in this category would be Quaker State Quiet Pills by the Dead Milkmen. All right.
That's a great record.
That is a great record, right?
It sounds like it was released like right after Big Lizard.
Can I talk about my dogs of the year right quick?
Yes, this is like one of my favorite parts.
Okay, this is everyone's favorite, but I don't like to talk trash about too many people, but
on video, but we do behind the scenes here.
Yeah, here's some things I didn't get around to talking about. So anyway, God, this Gorillaz album sucks. It's awful. I don't know. It's called whatever. Cracker. No, it's called
We Suck Now.
Cracker Island. Okay. I like this group. Disappointed with the new Sleaford Mods. Is it on your list?
No, I didn't make anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian Hunter. This is. Did you listen to this one?
I think isn't this one
Darlene
Darlene
and I
review?
talked
This is
about
the
it.
best. Go back and watch this review with Darlene. It's great. She hits the nail on the head on how ridiculous that record is.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's it called? Hate 26 videos.
Yes.
These guys have a very impressive live video from a few years back on this.
Yeah, what fucking happened to
Since
these
then,
guys?
they've decided to show their true colors as Linkin Park fans. So, I don't even want to say the name of the band, but there they are.
Yeah.
You know. And oh man, here's one of my all-time favorite people. But this album was a little disappointing, and it's this one, the Bluegrass album from Willie. He's put out a few dogs over the years. The other Willie album that came out this year was much better. I'm sorry, Willie. He doesn't care. He don't watch this shit.
Whatever.
You mentioned to me that you don't like this album that much.
I couldn't listen to this for more than like a minute. It was just horrible, utterly disgusting, terrible. This is if you think that this is going to be anything like Unsung or Meantime, you're dead wrong. This sounds like what's that fucking band that Brooks Wackerman from Bad Religion now plays for? They're just
Avenged Sevenfold.
That band. This sounds like Avenged Sevenfold. What the fuck happened, Helmet?
Okay.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna bring up an album that is the most represented band in my whole record collection, and a lot of friends of mine really like this album, and I thought it sucked really hard based on 2 listens, and I'm not that judgmental.
Right.
But even the cover, I really hated the new Rolling Stones album.
Yeah.
I thought it just sucked, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, I love everything through, I liked the blues album they did. The last original album that I listened to all the way, now it's been a while, was like Voodoo Lounge.
Right.
But I will stick with the Stones. No, not this one. Yeah. Okay, now here's 2 albums I tried to get into that people I care a whole lot about, and if you really want one of these records, I think one's spoken for. But, a lot of people whose opinions I care about liked these 2, and I could not get into them. But, seriously, if I can help you, Trad Majesty and the Swans. Okay, first off, this is the better record, right? I tried. Can't get into it. It's good. It's very orchestrated. Man, I used to like the Swans. You can tell I haven't taken another rapper anyway, this is going to be, so anything I sell is going to be Love Wheel Records, right? They're probably going to have a sealed copy of the Swans, unless Mike wants it. All right, so is that it for my dogs? I don't like to harp on the negative. And my reissues. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I should get to my reissues. Okay, so number 5 on the reissue is the reissue of Cherub's Icing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the sound difference from the original, but the original was unavailable, and I like this artwork, so you can get that. And the next one is all of these. Here's someone who really doesn't need my recommendation. Is all the they remastered all the Island Tom Waits albums. Swordfish, Trombones, Frank's Wild Years, Bone Machine, Rain Dogs. Anyway, they sound great. Anyway, I'm not gonna harp away on that because anyway. Oh yeah. This reissue, it was cool. It's probably sold out. I've been waiting for Yukon Fang. The Brian Beatty's original version of Fang had this single way back when, and I always had it on download, never saw it. Tom Flynn, Brian Beatty. Anyway, it got reissued. I got a copy. Love it. Totally stoked about that. Excuse me. So the next one is so they started putting out this series of UFO live albums, and as you can tell, I'm all in. Like it's lights out 70s. When I'm working my night shift, you know, man, this stuff sounds perfect. Live in Vienna, 95. Lights Out, One Night 77. Lights Out Chicago, 1980. Landing in St. Louis, 1982. There's more, too. And just the quality's great. I love UFO. Even the later ones, when they're mixing in songs from albums I never listened to, like they'll pick the one or two they can make sound. I mean, I need to explore those albums, but it's usually I'm like, hey, that song's not bad, you know. So anyway, and number one on my favorite reissue, and I know you're going to be seeing this later because Sean included the reissues, and I should have had it ready, but number one favorite is Who Are the Mystery Dates by San Antonio's Mystery Dates.
Great record.
Frank Pugliese from Sons of Hercules band from the 80s.
Yeah, that's a great record.
So good. Get a copy. It's on, what's it, Midnight Cruiser Records.
And if you've been looking for Mystery Dates, or if you have a splattered collection of their 7-inches, this has got everything. So it's all included.
It's all remastered,
well
and it sounds great.
Yeah.
So here's the stuff that's really cool that you see, the Fang and the Mystery Dates, you know. So, oh, that's awesome. So, what else was I going to talk about? Nope, that's it.
All right.
So what do you have on your honorable mentions?
Cool, those are great.
Thank you.
For my...
Oh, wait.
Oh.
You know what I didn't include on my reissues is badass? Husker Du tonight at the Longhorn. So this live show from Land Speed era, 1980, 1979. So 3 sets from 1980, 1 from 1979. And I got it signed by, I know you can, I'm probably smearing it even more. That's Greg Norton, who I met. He was totally nice, personable person. And it's on Reflex. Anyway, so that was actually a kick-ass reissue. So anyway, I'm done with my honorable mentions.
That's a great record.
Yeah, it's a good one, huh?
All right, runners up for me, or honorable mentions. The number one would be, this was a tough one, but Hell Ripper, Warlock Scream and Weathered Hags.
Oh, wait, you'll be seeing that later. Let me hold that up.
Yeah.
I've got it somewhere over here.
Man, this doesn't disappoint.
What do we know about Hell Ripper? It's a one-man band, right?
One-man band, but he's got obviously a full band when he plays.
Yeah.
The record before this was excellent also. Like, he's just got it dialed in. You're not going to be disappointed with, like, crushing, like, speed death metal on this, you know? Yeah, super fun. My next one was actually a reissue also. It's Jism, or Gizumu.
Oh, jeez, let me find that.
Military Affairs Neurotic reissue. Yeah, like, this really goes all out as far as their musical styles and how they changed over the years, you know, because it's got a little bit of, like, ballady type of rock mixed with, like, just crazy punk crust. It's just all over the fucking map. But this one was fun. I listened to that a ton of times and never got tired of it. I could listen to it over and over and just love it every time.
The second album from Gizumu.
Gizumu!
Man, long lost.
Yeah.
Awesome reissue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see how you missed out on buying the vinyl on the back, because it's got a... If you were to get the vinyl, that's what it looks like. That's not the CD. Purple. Beautiful purple. All right. Third to last of my runners-up are Creeping Death, Boundless Domain. This was a really great record. It was tough for me to put them here. Again, this is probably one of the, local bands that they're from Dallas, right?
Yes.
They were up in my top 25 at one point, and then things got moved around after I took a re-listen to everything over the past year. But
if it's any kind of spoiler, I happen to have it on 2 formats. Okay.
Yeah.
Creeping Death. Remember the name for later in the show.
Yeah, stay tuned. Yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh, I should hold up the record.
Yeah. So get ready to see this again. Another second to last of my honorable mentions is going to be The Point, the local band The Point. Fronted by Jack Montesinos. These kids are awesome. They Berto's Banquet is the name of their record, and I loved it so much. It's just so it's just so stylish and slick, and they're all
It's so good. And I
they're
just
all
saw it.
like experts at their respective instruments.
Oh, here we go. The
Beautiful,
Point.
beautiful record.
Jack Montesino. So
yeah.
those kids rip it up.
Yeah, and Joe, and then
Joe Roddy.
Joe Roddy and Alberto is playing drums on this, but
So good, so good.
yeah, and I have still yet to see them, so really looking forward to seeing the Point this
Making
year.
Austin proud in the finest tradition. I saw their release for this, where I bought it at Antone's Records.
Awesome.
It was a great show.
All right, and then my last one, honorable mention, is going to be Metal Church, Congregation of Annihilation. I dug the shit out of this record. In the same vein as like Saxon and UDO, like these are old school metal guys that are still keeping it alive and have like
Oh no.
locked in that formula
Here we go.
of great metal that they stand by true and true.
Lifers.
Yeah, doesn't disappoint. Congregation of Annihilation by Metal Church, and that's my runners up. Honorable mentions.
All right, now we're gonna get to it. The top 25, and we're 21 minutes in. All right. So, my number 25. Oh yeah, we were just checking this one out.
Dang it! I should have set up my snare drum to do drum rolls in between all of these.
Yeah. Okay, this record is called Overground by Tyvek. These are memorable pop songs that they'll stick in your head. It's noisy, kind of reminds me of Feelies or Television, but they've really got their own thing going on. They're noisy without the guitars being distorted, and the songs are memorable and stick in your head, and I look forward to seeing them. From Detroit, Tyvek, number 5 with Overground.
Great record. My number 25 is Sanguisugabogg, Homicidal Ecstasy.
Oh my god.
This fucking record, again, got shuffled around a bunch of times in my top
Here we
25. And if this is number 25, then I mean that's kind of setting the bar already pretty high. But
I'm not a metalcore fan. This is a great record.
Yeah.
You know, just showing any genre can be good.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. And this was these guys, the deathiest death metal. You got Cookie Monster lyrics, vocal style. The drumming on this, I'll say it again, I've never heard double bass played as fast as I heard on this record. But yeah, it's Homicidal Ecstasy by Sanguisugabogg, number 25.
Okay, my number 24 was one of Sean's honorable mentions. It's the metal stylings of Hellripper with Warlocks Grim and Withered Hags. Let me get that right. Okay, yeah, man. I mean, I have a bias against one-man bands, but you can't really argue with the metal on this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. Great record. I don't even know. One-man band doesn't have to be from anywhere, because
Yeah.
just wherever the dude
You know, another
goes,
one of my
yeah.
favorite one-man bands is Battle Beats.
Oh yeah,
God.
Battle Beats is
Yeah.
awesome. His singles don't disappoint.
Right.
All right, so let's go. What do you have?
Number 24, Sick Thoughts, Born to Blitzkrieg. This record is trashy, fun punk. Yeah, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Every song's pretty much a hit. You could have reordered any of these, and they're all fun. Schoolgirls in Chains. Schoolgirls in Chains. Probably my favorite on the record. But yeah, really enjoyed Sick Thoughts, Born to Blitzkrieg.
All right, remember Sick Thoughts. You'll be seeing it again. Okay, my number 23, right? Excuse me. I saw it right here. Is Snooper with Super Snooper.
That's a great record.
I look forward to seeing these guys. They're from Nashville.
Yep.
And they're totally fun, new wavy punk, you know?
Yeah, egg punk. I
Egg
guess?
punk, yeah. So I know very little. I mean, I think a lot of the bands I like, I might be recommending some bands later that could be classified as that. So stay tuned for that. But Super Snooper by Snooper is my 23rd favorite record of 2023.
If you want to see them, I think they're playing at Radio Coffee Bar East next weekend.
I would
think on
like to see that.
Saturday or Sunday, but yeah, we're going to check that out. All right, my number 23 was Venomous Concept, the Good Ship Lollipop. Damn, I love this this collaboration record. This is so good.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to describe what the sound is with this because it's kind of all over the place, but definitely, you know, maybe synth metal, rock, gets heavy at times, but it's also like pretty melodic in certain areas as well. I know that's a terrible description, but I love this Venomous Concept record. Yeah,
you gotta look in here for that.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
No, we gotta show the record.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
You gotta show. It's white. It's like a white cover.
Okay. Damn it.
But
I should have been ready for that one.
Shane Embry's in the band, right?
Yeah, Good Ship Lollipop by Venomous Concept is a good record. That's a catchy opening tune. I enjoyed it. Is that it? No. Through here. Dang, man. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready with that one. I will see it later and I'm going to flash it. Okay?
Cool. All right, that was my top 23 Venomous Concept. Or my 23rd one.
Okay, so I'm going to number 22 here. And I think it's over here. No, that ain't it. Okay, so we're going to go to Portland, Oregon for the band Cut Piece.
Yeah.
That ain't it. God, I should have been ready, y'all. Man, this is a fun punk record. Oh boy. Let me look through there. Did you listen to this one, Sean?
Yeah, I listened to Cut Piece.
Yeah, that's a fun single. I had a number of fun singles this year, and that was one. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm also going to flash that record a little later. God, I just had it out. We were rocking it.
Yeah.
Here's some spoilers of things that are coming up.
I'm going to try not to look.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all good.
Not too far from what I got.
And the Cut Piece album the single's called Self-Titled, and it's their debut single, and it's fun female-fronted punk rock from Portland, Oregon. And I will show you that single in a little bit. All right, what do you have, Sean?
22, I got, man, you know, I almost laughed when we reviewed this, but then I listened to it and I was like, God, this is so, it's Richie Ramone, Live to Tell. I dug this record.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. The songs are super memorable and catchy. You know, I think Ian Hunter should take some advice from Richie Ramone as far as like how to put out a record when you're in your 60s. That's still relevant. But you know, he doesn't stray too far from the material that he's written previously for the Ramones. But it's a fun record. You know, again, it's like he talks a lot about the good old days, and you know, but yeah, it's fun. Enjoyed it a lot. He's got a great voice and he's an excellent songwriter. So yeah, Richie Ramone, Live to Tell, number 22.
You caught me off guard again because I didn't expect you to say that one. That's somewhere here. I'm gonna be flashing that one later. Richie Ramone.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So we were at number
22,
and I couldn't find Cut Piece. Okay. So I'm gonna move right on. All right. So my So my number, here we go. Number 21 is San Diego's Negative Blast with Echo Planet. And I don't know who else has heard this one, but it's a noisy rockin' hardcore record with kind of screaming vocals. And, but it's like old school hardcore. It's kind of rock and roll.
Right, exactly.
Not exactly reinventing the wheel here, but totally the production is awesome, right up my alley.
Yeah.
And this is a great record to rock out to. So there we go.
This has Mario Rubalcaba from Off playing drums on it as well.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they sound kind of pro. Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right, number 21 for me is going to be Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death.
I just saw that.
Yeah, this is a great record. Yeah, it's super heavy.
That actually should have been on my honorable mention list, because if you like Dying Fetus, this record is just 100% what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Make Them Beg for Death by Dying Fetus.
I loved it. Every song's
record.
a fucking winner. So yeah, Dying Fetus, number 21.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what do we have? Oh, okay, so my 20 let's see, I just had it here, is Wet Dip. Is it called The Smell of Cash by Wet Dip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know it's right here. I'm just gonna.
These guys were also on my list, but then fell out. But yeah, this is a great record.
I saw him at the Parlor the other day. Daniel Doyle and the two sisters. I don't know them. I forget their names, but they're great. And this is a fun record full of catchy tunes, and I like almost all the songs on here. And yeah, Wet Dip with Smell of Money.
Yeah.
Austin's own.
Austin's own Wet Dip. All right, and well, my top 20 is also an Austin band. We Are the Asteroid. Wow, what a coincidence.
Had it right there.
Had it ready. You looking at my list, Toby?
No, this
Man,
one,
look at your own.
you're gonna see this again. I stole his list.
What Are You Aligned, Hammer by We Are the Asteroid. Man, great stuff. I mean, great rock.
Great Austin band.
Austin rock, yeah.
Really pushing the envelope, doing their thing.
Sound
Just
great
doesn't
live.
disappoint.
Yeah, just excellent live. We last saw them at Hotel Vegas, and it was so much fun. Yeah.
Gary Chester on guitar, just ripping it up.
Just
on
tearing
this
it
thing.
up. We saw them with Sushamari. That was a great bill.
Love this band. They're very popular
All right, that was my 20.
with
All right.
me. Okay,
Toby
so
with his number 19.
19. My Darlene just turned 19 earlier this week. So, let me see.
We got some old kids, Toby.
Yeah, you have adult kids from Australia, Coffin.
Yeah.
With Australia Stops. I saw these guys twice, once at Goner Fest and once at the Lost Well. And they're awesome live. This is a good time party record in the spirit of Turbo Negro and Cosmic Psychos.
Rose
and
Tattoo, a little bit. Yeah, I just...
AC/DC, Rose Tattoo. Yeah.
Right. These guys are keeping the dream alive with this style of music.
Love it, love it. So, yeah, these guys don't disappoint. Coffin.
Cool. Number 19 for me was Night Demon. Outsider.
Oh, man. That is so good. Okay, this one just fell off my list. It got replaced with 25. This has some really memorable, catchy tunes on it.
100%. And like,
Yeah.
after the first time you listen to this, you're going to be like humming all these songs as they're insanely catchy. Yeah, I love Night Demon. You know, a little more on the ballady rock style type.
They're like a hard rock band.
Right. Hard rock, but great lyrics. Great. Everyone's super talented in the band. Night Demon.
Very good.
Outsider.
They might be very popular. I'm not sure. Okay, so coming up, I've got April March and Staplin, which is right here. April March meets Staplin. I cannot get enough of the last couple April March releases, and this one does not disappoint. I don't know anything about Staplin, except he's from France and he helped April March write all these songs that are awesome. So, on Velvetica Music from New Jersey's own, singing in French, April March. All right.
That's a good record. Number 18 for me was Nurse, self-titled EP from Nurse. God, I love this record so much. This is just punk heavy. It's awesome. Reminds me a little bit of like Rorschach, maybe more hardcore than that, but yeah, Nurse. I'm not sure where they're from, but
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but no, I love this record.
I would
listened
love to see this band.
no less than 50 times I've played this record, so
You're gonna see this again.
yeah.
All right. So, okay. We hold this one up for now. So, like we said before, coming up is Dallas, Texas' own Creeping Death. Here, I got it now.
Okay.
Duh. I bought 2 copies of this album. I love seeing this band live. I think they're going to be huge. Great death metal band. Great album. They've got a song with George Corpse Grinder on here. It sounds even better on the clear vinyl than it does on the CD, but it's a rocker.
Yeah.
Right?
Through and through. I'm so happy these guys are from Dallas.
So good. I was in Portland with my Creeping Death Texas death metal t-shirt on, walking a nature trail, and this one dude was like, "Dude, kick-ass shirt!" like that. So I think they're getting around.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Creeping Death. All right. Yeah, what you got?
Okay, are we on 17?
C 17, yes.
Okay, Suffocation, Hymns from the Apocrypha.
Oh boy, this is a rocker. So, I bought 3 copies of this. I have this on CD, and then
He's got it on 8-track also.
it was I'll tell you what, it was cheap, and I got it on vinyl, and then I bought one for Sean for Christmas on vinyl. Not to brag, but it's a rocker, right?
Thanks for that Christmas present.
Oh yeah, no, I was happy. So
yeah, it's great.
That was kind of some spoilers right there. Yeah, but it's fucking Suffocation didn't disappoint.
No,
I listened to this a shit ton.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, high rotation. Hymns from the Apocrypha.
Yes.
Suffocation.
Okay, so my next one is it says that this band is from Phoenix, and it also says they're from Norfolk, Virginia. But this is some Swedish G-beat style hardcore from Yellow Cake with their EP called Can You See the Future. That I think was released on cassette in like 2022, but due to popular demand was pressed on vinyl. And man, this is just pure energy. When I put it on, I love this record. It just rocks me to the core. They're not doing anything new, but man, it's so packed with energy. It's just like a vitamin blast when I put it on.
Right.
All right.
My number 16 was Tyvek, Overground. We were just jamming this out, and I think this made Toby's honorable mention list. But Tyvek is really great. Like Toby said, they're a little garage. They're a little. I wouldn't say experimental, but they're just super fun.
They got a bunch of other records and they've been around a while.
Yeah, and they're from Detroit, I think.
Detroit, yeah.
So these kids have been in a bunch of other bands too, but they've put out a lot, and this new one's great.
I think we're only calling them kids because you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're our age also. So check out these kids. They're rockers. They're in their 50s. But yeah, Tyvek, Overground for my 16.
Yeah, this is a great record. Love it. Okay, so so my next, we're gonna go to Phoenix, right?
You were just there.
We were just in Phoenix.
Just there.
And maybe I'm biased, but I didn't see any listing of this band. But Pig City, this was Sean's recommendation. This is some crusty ass punk hardcore. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I love this band.
It's
right?
So
it's a queercore band, and from Phoenix, they've got cool artwork. I blast this one all the time. It's just also wildly full of energy, and I can't get enough of Pig City.
Yeah.
I would love to see this band live sometime.
I feel the same way. I can't wait to see them.
Uh-huh.
My number 15 was Snooper, Super Snooper, already highlighted by Toby earlier. Egg punk at its finest.
Approved by both of us.
Yeah, coming in 2 thumbs up. But
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see them because they're like a aerobics show. Like, these guys jump around. The singer looks like she's always in like some kind of Olivia Newton-John looking spandex, but like high energy egg punk. So super.
Okay,
super.
when I went to Gonerfest, I thought these guys were listed to play, and then they weren't, and they were at some random after show. But there were so many bands at Gonerfest. Like, I'm too old to go to the after show
yourself.
after I've already seen 7 bands. It's like, dude, I was back at the hotel room. I tried to go see Dana, but I missed that. So anyway. Oh, yeah, my next one. We are going to number 14, and this is a really fun record. It should be right around here. And the band from Cincinnati is called Beef.
God, this is a great record.
And this is a fun record. It's a self-titled record. And I played it a bunch of times, and I would love to see this band live. I've never seen them. And I never seen them listed anywhere near me, but I ordered this partially because I like the artwork, and it did not disappoint me. Beef from Cincinnati.
Super fun. I love the fact that a lot of these, and that like Toby was saying, like all of the more well-known acts, like obviously are gonna still kick ass, but for the majority, like, I'm really digging like these new discoveries over the past year.
Well, I mean, I felt like I gotta be honest. For years through the zeros, I felt like betrayed by the whole garage punk thing because it turned into indie rock. And I feel like a lot of those bands are fun again, so I'm into it, you know. But also, for some reason, I feel like I was forced into death metal because it was so exciting. So
Yeah.
So we got some garagey punk rock and some hardcore and some death metal.
There's so much that I think I missed out on too, especially with the death metal scene back in the 90s.
Oh, and there's
when I
some
had my
pop stuff coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. My number
14.
14 is OC's Intercepted
Oh
Message.
my god, that's way down in here.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Like, I really like this. Again, OC's doing what they always do by like crafting a record that doesn't sound
Oh, dude.
much like
Here's what he plugged earlier: the Venomous Concept.
Venomous Concept.
The Good Ship Lollipop. What was that? Your number 20?
23.
23. Okay, there it is. Sorry, told you I'd
Concept.
find it. Sorry about that.
No, but
OCs. You know what's crazy?
yeah.
Is the last OCs album for me was like my number 1 or 2. It was my number 2, and this one isn't on my list. And I don't know. They just change. You know, they change their formula a little bit every time.
Right.
And this one is just it. I liked it a lot, and I can see where it's great. And it probably should be on my list, and I should probably go back and give it another listen. But it's not on there.
Yeah. I felt the same way. I mean, I did like their last record more. I can't think of the fucking name of it. But anyway, but yeah, this one diverts a little bit in sound and style, but I still thought the songs were memorable enough, and it was. You know, if I'm not depressed or bummed after I listen to a record, if it doesn't put me in a certain mood that I'm not happy with, like this record.
It's a good record. I'm not getting rid of it, and I will rock it out.
I'll try to see the OCs one day if I can just get a fucking ticket in time, and if they don't play Levitation.
Yeah, I saw them in Memphis. But man, I mean, there were so many people there to see the OCs at Goner Fest that.
It's a little ridiculous.
I was pretty far back there, but they're I mean, they deserve all the success they've got because they're a great band, and they tour relentlessly, and they're just it's so admirable, you know.
All right, OCs for my 14.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to Sick Thoughts, which I showed you earlier. Let me see. I also dug that album. God, we just had it out. You see it over here? Okay.
There it is.
There it is at the very bottom. All right. So many catchy tunes. I've never seen Sick Thoughts. Seems to be this one dude, Drew Owen. But anyway, from New Orleans, and Sick Thoughts, Schoolgirl on Chains, Hellraiser. So it's got 4 songs. Oh yeah, here's the thing to watch out for on this one. The hole was too small, like for my turntable.
Oh really?
So you could push it down on there, and then you thought you were gonna break the record just getting it off. So I put like some keys or was it a screwdriver or something that
widen it up?
Yeah, that was like a little Phillips head, and I twisted around to widen the hole just enough, but so that was a problem with this record. But the music on this record is awesome, and it's listenable now. And fortunately, I didn't mess the record up too bad fixing the hole in it. But yeah, so that's my number 13, Sick Thoughts.
That's actually a good idea because you might have to just listen to that record a couple more times before you can get the fucking record off.
Yeah, right.
And then B, if you break it, you just gotta go buy another copy. So yeah, maybe it kind of works out. All right, my number 13 was The Stools. Are You Saved? I love this band. Aren't they from Detroit also, or?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, now these guys are abrasive. Trashy punk, super fun. I missed their show here. I was sick. I really regret that, but they are fun, energetic, scratchy vocals. Again, abrasive and just a good time to listen to. Tons of good songs on this record.
It's probably in here.
But yeah, I dig the Stools. High energy. They've got a good sound, even though they are kind of the same genre of a lot of these punk bands were doing. But if you put these guys on, you'll know it's the Stools in like 5 seconds. So
Feel It Records, which I think is the most represented label this year on our
Feel It
charts.
is killing it.
Having a really good year.
Yeah. All right. So that was my number 12, Slug by Socialite. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, I just ruined it.
Oh, man.
The Stools, Are You Saved? Now you know my number 12.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. But now Toby knows to prepare.
From Italy, number 12, Knife with Heaven into Dust. And I believe this is only on CD. In this band, if you like Zeke or, some like rockin', they're like verging on hardcore, hard metal, punk, right in that line, right? So, if you like that knuckleheaded shit. So this is going to give you Knife. There's just as corny as the album cover is, and it's a lot of fun. I listened to it a bunch of times. High energy. Knife, their second album, I believe, from Italy, Heaven into Dust.
Nice.
Let me find your record.
All right, now we all know my number 12 is going to be Slug. That's it, Toby. Turn it off. We got to start over. I fucked it up.
Yeah, right.
Slug, Disocialite. Man, I don't know what to say about this guy, but I think he's like another one-man act, but like he's got such a great sound. This is not punk at all. This is
a pop record.
Very melodic pop. Like
Sean catching me a little off guard with this one.
Throwing some curveballs in my top 25.
Yeah.
But this is big pop sound. Like I hate to compare him to like the Beatles, but like
Sparks maybe.
Sparks also, but the songwriting's incredible. When I first put this on, I kind of laughed a little bit, but then like a minute later, I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is like really well produced and written.
It's very well written. Maybe if you like XTC or mid-period Beach Boys or something like that.
Exactly.
So that was almost on my list. I seriously considered that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Here it is.
There it is. Slug, Disocialite.
Slug, Disocialite. Not to be considered with the mid-90s noise band from LA called Slug also. But where are these guys from? Do you know?
England.
England, the British band Slug. This is a great record. Okay, so what?
We're on number 11.
Okay. Here's something I bought in 2 formats, and here it is on the first one. Crypta from Brazil, the all-female Brazilian death metal band. Can you hold that up?
Yep.
Because I'm going to find my other one. So I lost that one for a bit, and I was like, I got to have this record because I knew it was going to be in my top 20, and here it is. I got it on vinyl. So here it is. So I really enjoyed this record. It's death metal. It's got some cool atmospheric intros and stuff. And look, they're super foxy, and they can all really play. And we saw them open for. They were first on a 4 death metal package tour.
That was a great tour.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bitch. No, it was
one of those Florida bands from way back when. I'm forgetting what that was, but we saw Crypta, and it was one of those things like we were lucky to see them as close up as we did because they were still fairly unknown.
Yeah.
So apparently a few of them split off from the band Thunder Rosa, who also put out an album this year. It's pretty good.
Wow.
But this album is awesome. Yeah. Right. So Crypta, do yourself a favor, listen to it. It's got it's a little different, but it's straight ahead death metal. It's a great record.
Maybe this will jog your memory. Like the next show after they played here in Austin, there was like a tragedy.
Yeah, the roof caved in.
What band was that?
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, my number 11 is gonna be. We just talked about it. Beef, the self-titled EP.
Oh, good.
Beef.
We both like that one.
Yeah, I love this record so much.
This is a great record.
It got lots of play by me.
On Feel It Records.
Yeah, another Feel It gem. Anyway. Can't say enough about Beef. Check them out. I love them.
Great record, great cover. Cincinnati Beef. All right, so Oh yeah, here's something we already talked about and made both of our lists.
We're in our top 10 now.
Yeah, so here's my number 10, and I just had it out. It's over here. Oh, sorry, I'm messing stuff up. From Atlanta, Nurse. And this is a band, you know, they sound, you know who says you should play with this Negative Blast from San Diego? Because they're both like noisy, hardcore, kind of rockin' hardcore. Like you can tell they like rock and roll bands, but they're heavier than that. Screamier vocals. And it's just a really raw rockin', good production album.
Yep.
And it's an EP because you play it on 45, but we both rocked it out a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's on both our lists. Nurse. Love to see this band sometime.
Nice.
Right? All right.
Number 9, Overkill, Scorched.
Ooh, I just had that out.
You talk about a band that's been around a while, again, that has a formula that they've got on lock.
And they never let up, you know?
No, this record just pushes it through and through.
And they've been on a run. Like everything since like 2010 is like just solid.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, Scorched by Overkill's the name of the record, Scorched.
Great. I rocked this one out a lot. All right. So yeah, this one. So I've never had anything on my list from Iowa before. And this year, I've got 2 things from Iowa. And here it is. This is half from Iowa. SL's WCC Watt. So it's Sam Locke Ward with Mike Watt. It's also got, it's got 2 of the Dead Milkmen on here too.
Wow.
And a dude named Bob Buck playing flute and sax. And it sounds like they emailed all the files around, and usually I wouldn't like something like that, but this is so full of memorable songs. This is a pop singer-songwriter indie pop record, which is not my favorite genre, but on a recommendation from Dan Butler, I got it. And of course I like anything with Mike Watt because he's a hugely influential bass player to me personally. So this album is great.
And I think that's probably my favorite artwork out of all of the
SLWCC Watt. Great record.
Yeah, super fun. Okay,
we're gonna be going back to Iowa. I'll keep you guessing on that one.
All right, my number 9 is gonna be TV Repairman. What's on TV? Did you see these guys at Gonerfest?
Hold this up.
Yeah.
Well, spoiler here. I've got this one on a couple formats, so your chance of seeing that is pretty good. Okay, so I got it on cassette, which I can only get that, and then when it's available again on the 2nd or 3rd pressing vinyl, I got it. I saw them at Gonerfest. They were one of my favorite bands there, and these songs are hugely, they're catchy. They'll stick in your head. Probably my favorite is People Everywhere I Go.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked them. They're from Sydney, Australia. TV Repairman. You'll be seeing that later.
Yeah, I hope they come around.
Oh yeah, I asked him. He said next year, mate.
All right, mate. We'll be there.
So look forward to that in 2024, right? All right. Sorry about that. Okay, here's something from Dallas. Man, Dallas is kind of repped. Let me see, where is this? There's a band that we saw once again opening on one of those package tours. They were opening for
number 8. Right?
Are we at 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. Oh, this
The
is great.
Black Mariah with this is called Desert Hymns and Funeral Grins.
Man.
And these guys are like a Western style death metal band. And when I saw them setting up, I was like, I don't know if I can get with this. And then it was so cool. And this album is so varied. And I can't say enough good things about it. And I don't know how many people. They seem to open for, maybe it's the same Florida band. I can't think of their name. It's not Obituary. It's not.
I can look it up.
Oh
Keep
man,
talking.
yeah. Anyway, I saw them open a big package tour at Come and Take It, and really liked them. And I bought the CD, and it's so good. I rocked it out so many times. So the Black Mariah, and I've seen they played the Lost Well a few times. Desert Hymns and Funeral Grins. The Western. It's like a Jonah Hex themed death metal record. If you like comic books. All right. What you got, Sean?
Okay, sorry, I was just looking up that crypto show. I still can't find it. Okay, number 8 for me is going to be Lurk, Natural Causes EP. Holy shit! I love Lurk. They are another hardcore band. Very, very loud. Fun. I don't know.
They're like death metal, right?
Yeah. They're more. Yeah, they're death metal, but I love this record.
They had great artwork
Yeah,
too.
it's an EP. It's a
On Transcending Obscurity, which has put out a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, they're super heavy. But yeah, great death metal. Every song's a hit. So yeah, Lurk, Natural Causes EP, my number 8.
All right, so here's one Sean talked about earlier.
What?
My number 7,
What?
and it's my top local release, probably top Texas release, and it's "What Are You, a Lion Tamer" by We Are the Asteroid. Oh my God, what a great record!
Dude, so
I'm
good.
stoked to know these guys. So anyway, do yourself a favor, check out the new one because it's as good as it gets with We Are the Asteroid.
Yeah,
All right.
solid. So this one's been said already by Toby. I got it a little bit higher. Pig City, self-titled, out of Phoenix. Just great fucking music.
2 thumbs up for Pig City.
Amazing.
Oh,
great
sorry.
Queercore punk. Love it so much. This got lots of airplay from me.
I was looking for this band in Phoenix and Yellow Cake. Didn't see them listed anywhere.
Yeah. That's for me my number 7, Pig City. They're self-titled.
All right. I'm going to put a few away.
All right, we're down to this number 6.
Number 6. I've only got on CD. It should be right here. I should have had it ready. It's another Australian band. Oh my God, who I saw twice this year. I saw during South by Southwest, and then I saw them again at
Morbid
Garner
Angel.
Fest.
Morbid
No,
Angel.
no.
No,
And
Morbid
the
Angel was
album-
the band that played with Crypta.
Oh, Morbid Angel. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Oh, them.
I didn't see Morbid Angel at Garner Fest. Yeah,
Sorry.
They're
kinda
really
jumped in there.
branching out this year. Yeah, that's what we saw, and we probably saw the other one, Black Mariah.
Yeah.
Was that the same show?
I think so.
God, that was a good show. So I love those death metal package tours sometimes. Dang. Civic, Taken by Force. Where is my CD? God, I had that thing out. Oh, this is it, I believe. Civic, Taken by Force. What a good record. These guys are worth all the hype. They sound like Radio Birdman or Eddie Current's Suppression Ring. Very Australian, very retro punk. Great record. They're great band live. Fun, cool band. Civic, Taken by Force.
Fantastic, Mike.
Yeah,
All right, what are we at? Number 6?
Yeah.
My number 6 is Citric Dummies, Zen in the Arcade of Beating Your Ass. Wow! Citric Dummies blew me away. For years I've been waiting for a band that will reincarnate the Digits, or at least that style. And this singer doesn't falter too far from Rick Sims' vocal style. But anyway, but not just because of the vocals, but man, these are great songs. Super high energy, rock and roll, in the vein of the Digits also. Fast music, great shredding guitar. I love Citric Dummies. This got a lot of airplay by me. But check them out. Citric Dummies, Zen in the Arcade of Beating Your Ass, in the vein of Husker Du.
I'm really glad that this is your number 6 because it's my number 5.
Hey, easy. Just keep it up. Yeah.
Love Citric Dummies from Minneapolis. I wrote them and asked them to get on I-35 and come down here. We're just on the same road, but they said it's cold as shit there and they would love to come down, but it doesn't sound like... I saw them listen in Minneapolis at the beginning of a bill, so I don't know how big they are, but this album is so goddamn good. I love it. And I will play it all the fucking time.
Fuck yeah.
Jeez. Number 5 for 2023 for me, Citric Dummies, Zen in the Arcade of Beating Your Ass.
It's really good. What's that one song? I Want to Die? I'm gonna die, I want to die. Anyway.
I don't want to be with no one but myself.
Anymore.
That song.
I don't want to live anymore. Yeah, that's a great song.
Man, yeah. So all good songs, all catchy. Yeah. Who else was I thinking of? Man, what a good record. Whatever. Yeah, the Digits are a good.
Yeah, if you listen to them, it'll put you right back into the late 90s.
That's both highly recommended by the two of us.
All right.
Okay.
My number 5 was Obituary, Dying of Everything. I love this record so fucking much.
It's so good.
And you know what? I was sold after... I mean, I've seen them a couple times now, but I was sold after their show at Mohawk. Not my favorite venue, but you know what? These guys are so nice, and they continue to put on live shows where it's super inclusive. There were children there, like, jumping off the stage at an Obituary show, having a great time.
You saw them twice this year, right?
I did. I saw them... No. I saw them once in 2022 for... oh, God. Cattle Decapitation, Obituary, and...
Here it is.
Fuck, I can't remember who else played that show. But yeah, loved it so much. Can't get these songs out of my head. Obituary, Dying of Everything.
And they were so goddamn good live that, like, I could imagine that when you saw them in arena open for Amon Amarth, that it was even better in a bigger place.
Yeah.
You know?
And in fact, I had a hard time. It was Carcass that they opened for.
And those are also the two best big metal bands that I saw play at Mohawk this year.
Yeah.
Carcass was mind-blowingly
I forgot.
good.
Yeah.
And Obituary was incredibly good.
Yeah, I'm so happy I've seen Carcass twice now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That one...
So, man, once again, Amon Amarth has the sick-ass opening bill coming up. I saw it.
Yeah, they really do.
Okay, so we both recommended the Citric Dummies. And here's one that I really dug, and I have on a couple formats.
Is this your number 4?
This is my number 4.
Well, you can keep it up after you get done talking about this.
Sean and I are in total concurrence,
understandings,
in accordance on what the 4th best album of 2023 is, and it certainly is War Remains by Enforced.
Wow.
And like I was saying by Knife, who should play with Enforced, this is some knuckle-headed hard rock crossover, hardcore thrash, like Zeke style, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this dude wrote me, and I hope he's watching again, but I can't remember his name. But after I reviewed Knife, he was like, Knife is awesome. And I was like, oh, have you heard Enforced? And he's like, Enforced rules, you know. So, like, if you like that kind of stuff, get in on it, because both of these are awesome. But yeah, we both think that Enforced is the 4th best album of the year.
Fuck yeah. You know what? And we were really grateful to catch Enforced open for...
Because I didn't know who they were.
They played with Undeath at like...
Mall.
Yeah. And
No, it was Undeath. You're right.
At Spider House.
Spider House Ballroom.
Yeah, it was a crazy venue.
And
for a
I
death
wasn't
metal show.
expecting, there were some other bands who I knew more about that were there, but Enforced killed it.
Yeah.
And this album rules.
Yeah, so fucking good. So,
Yeah.
All right, that was my number 4 too, Toby, so you can go to your number 3 now.
Man. Okay, so my number 3 is an album I have on multiple formats. And, you know, Iowa really represented this year. And this record, okay, now on the record it says 2022, but all the pressing plants are so slow that on the date on on whatever Bandcamp or whatever is 2023. Anyway, Dryad from Iowa City, Iowa. This album called The Abyssal Plain is a concept album about life on the ocean floor from a band from Iowa. And it's like black metal, and it's fun, and it's got good interludes, and the songs are dope, and it's female fronted, and I don't see any listing of them anywhere, so I don't know how active they are. But oh my god, I wore this one out. I love Dryad. It would be a fantasy of mine to see them live.
Wow.
Clear vinyl on Prosthetic Records. Dryad, The Abyssal Plain.
Yeah, that's a great record. Yeah, Abyssal Plain. Okay, that was your number 3?
Yeah.
All right, my number 3. Okay, these last 3 were really tough, but again, this is a really important record to me. That should be to everybody. Sweeping Promises, Good Living is Coming for You. Fuck. I don't know. Like, they've got it dialed in. Such a great sound. These kids used to live in... why am I calling people kids now? Anyway.
They're probably 30.
Yeah, they lived in Austin at one point, and they've been around...
It says Lawrence, Kansas on their thing.
Yeah, they live in Lawrence, Kansas now, but they've played in a ton of bands before Sweeping Promises, but... Sweeping Promises to me is one of the most creative, fun, melodic, lo-fi garage rock bands out there right now that needs all the credit in the world because the singing is beautiful, the variety, musicianship,
the songwriting
is all great, in the vein of like X-Ray Spex meets a little bit of Gang of Four, meets a little bit of like garage rock. Just they cover all the fucking bases of all of your favorite bands, and so I can't say enough about this new Sweeping Promises record, and all of them are good. The one before this was just as good too, so check them out.
Good Living is Coming for You.
Yep.
By Sweeping Promises. We're really getting down to it. Here's my number 2 pick. TV Repairman with What's on TV. Oh my god, so chock full of catchy tunes. I love this record. I have it on cassette. I have it. Here we go. 2 formats. We both had it. What number is it for you?
For me, TV Repairman was number 9.
Number 9, number 2. So both of us have it on our top 10. I know it's been through a bunch of pressings, but it is worth it, and there's a reason everyone likes it. TV Repairman. This album's awesome. They need to come to Austin and play.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting to our number 1s.
All right.
Wait. No, you're on your number 2.
Number 2. Mine, Toby talked about it. Civic, Taken by Force. Love this.
Oh my god. This was
record.
a lot of people's number 1 album of the year.
Yeah,
and I can see why.
Yeah, and they're, like Toby said.
Australia repped it hard this year, huh?
Dude, they're on a tear.
Yeah,
So, these 2 bands are great, but Civic I loved. I've seen them twice. Once
Coffin too,
Swampo,
right?
Yeah, Swampo Destructo Fest. I caught Civic for the first time, and then I saw them at Levitation back in October, and they were equally as good. But in the vein of Radio Birdman, just really catchy songs.
What else? Were you gonna say something else besides Radio Birdman?
Nope,
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's who I was trying to think of.
Yeah, Sons of Hercules even.
Yeah,
if you're a local fan.
Right.
All right, so my number 1 of the year has just been talked about, but it's totally worth all the hype, and I think this band is gonna be so giant. Okay. And it's once again Sweeping Promises. Good Living's Coming for You. And these songs are so well written, so well played. These guys could be as big as the goddamn fucking Breeders or something, know? Yeah. I mean, it's that immediate, catchy. I mean, I hate to compare them to that, but dude, I mean, they won over everyone at Goner Fest, and when they started, I was like, this band's too candy ass for this crowd.
Right.
But the thing is, the quality superseded everything. The woman, I don't know her name, also on Feel It Records.
God.
Killed it this year. This band is awesome. They played Austin right after that, and my favorite song, god dang. And the song "Good Living" is coming for you.
Yeah.
The title track.
I like
Yeah.
Shadow Me a lot, which is the second song.
So not to name drop, but this means something to a few people in town. But I was at a Christmas party and I got started talking to this dude Jeff McCord, who's a DJ on KUTX, big station, and he said he had a show about new music on the station on whatever Tuesday night or whatever, and it's called Next Big Thing. And I was like, all right, I got one for you. And I was like, have you heard Sweeping Promises? And he was like, that is actually my #1 favorite album of the year.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I feel like you might not have heard of him, but this, like, if you watch this in a few years, you're like, obvious choice, Toby. You know, like,
you told the future. Duh, Toby.
Yeah, this band will be huge. Sweeping Promises is so good. #1 of the year from me. Sweeping
Awesome.
Promises.
All right. Well, Toby talked about this Australian band already, but my #1 is Coffin, Children of Finland Fighting in Norway. Australia stops. Fuck. I just love everything about this
Great
record.
party record.
I love these guys too. They're super nice guys.
I think I saw both these bands on the same day at Gunner Fest.
Wow, that's amazing. I caught them at the Lost Well here in Austin.
Back to back almost, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, in the vein again of Rose Tattoo, Turbo Negro, Radio Birdman, all of that thrown into the mix here for Coffin. But here we go, #1 and 2 from Sean and Toby.
These are 2 #1s.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff. Well, great, man.
That was fun.
We got some cool
what
stuff.
What a good year.
Coming up too. Escuela Grind just dropped a new EP. That Toby bought at the show last night.
Yeah, it's called Death Metal. It's a new Escuela Grind EP. It looks like this. There's a new Saxon album we're going to be talking about. So we should be back to it next week. There's also, we haven't talked about the Stayers yet, which if that's going to be, if in the year end, that'll be difficult because it's actually technically came out at the end of last year. But anyway, you got to listen to it. So anyway, so that's the stuff we're going to be talking about. Wow, good job, Sean.
Woo! That was great.
Let's try to do this again next Saturday.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Well, let's do a jam, and then we're going to be out of here. I'm going to turn this up.
We're going to kick out the jam.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, so butt crack. Everyone else has seen it. Join the club. All right. Thanks so much. See you next time.